Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a great and wonderful day. Well, there's an update, and that update is, well, you know that video that I made, or the story that I reported that there was people, where there was a woman getting kicked out of her house by squatters since, she bought the home, she inherited the home, and unfortunately, people could just go into your home and steal it. Well, guess what? Apparently, there's been some vigilantes. Some people fighting back, and this leads to an interesting thing what's happening in New York and how chaos is just unfolding there. Because, yeah, it's just not great. We have vigilantes show up to evict squatters at Queens home where owner was arrested. As neighbors reveal, 3 people have been living there for free and carrying out work inside. It goes on to say that the furious homeowner who had been in the process of selling the home said, "I'm really fearful that these people are going to get away with stealing my home," which they are, and also shared her fear that by the time authorities look into the matter, it may be more than 30 days since they moved in. Crucially, squatters in New York have rights after occupying residence for more than a month, which is insanity to me. But again, this doesn't really matter because people in New York, as of currently, can go and write a bill or get a fake document or what have you, say you own the right to this house, and then the cops will let them do it. Because if, again, as I said, if you try and go and defend your home and just say, no, this belongs to me, you're the one that gets arrested. So, again, this is something that is ongoing. It says, according to the neighbors, the unruly squatters have been seen and heard carrying out home renovations inside the Queens property. On Tuesday afternoon, 2 men pulled their black truck into the driveway of Angelo's home looking for the brazen occupants. "We're looking to get this guy out," said the unidentified man, who appeared agitated and was dressed in a black Trump t-shirt. He said, "I'm here to talk to him. I want to see why he is here." One of the neighbors on the block who saw what transpired said, "Holy crap," and said he had no idea that the squatter issue was causing so much backlash. Many of the neighbors are baffled by the ordeal and say they want to know how the squatters gained access into the house in the first place. Yeah, exactly. Well, again, either way, regardless of how they gained access to the house, right, you're still having them enter somebody else's home and stealing it, essentially, because again, it could take up to 2 years, give or take, for for things to happen, for things to get resolved. And by then, it's been long time since they were able to just take somebody's house. So again, New York is allowing this type of stuff. It's disgusting, one person said, who mentioned that he has seen one of the squatters walking around outside. He added sarcastically, "I wish I could live rent-free." And he says, another neighbor who asked not to be identified told Daily Mail that she has seen concerning activity at the house over the last few weeks. She said she saw one of the squatters carry a door into the house late one night. "I actually saw the door go into the house. The guy looked at me, then looked away." She recalled, "I didn't know what was going on." The same neighbor said there was been a for sale sign on the house for a long time, and said the squatters came out of nowhere. Costa, a 24-year-old college student who lives with his family next to the squatter's house, told Daily Mail that he remembered the former owner and said he has been on edge since they arrived a few weeks ago. The neighbor added, "They are doing construction on the house all night long. I heard a drill and I saw through my window that they were drilling holes into the wall and putting up boards." He said one of those boards were placed over the window. Costa added, "I don't know if the board is still there, but it looked like they were trying to hide what was inside. Many of the residents had lived on the tight-knit block for more than 30 years. We all know what they are up to, so we're all kind of pissed about it." And it goes on to say, others who live on the street complain that what's happening to the owner is unfair, as one of the local squatters was sons of a bitches. As many neighbors living on the street said they wanted to help the owner as much as possible to get the squatters out, and said they were keen to sign a petition. According to the locals, Laura was living in the house with her daughter and mom. When her mother passed away a few years ago, she stayed in the house and rented out the basement to an older man and his dog, who is said to be a beloved member of the community. When the man moved out of state, Laura put the house up on the market. The two-stony home that sits on a quiet street in Willstone Flushing border, estimated value on is more than $1.2 million, according to Homes.com. A woman who appeared to be living in the home would not answer the door after several attempts were made, but earlier in the day, I told a source that she doesn't know what's going on and said that she is a roommate in the home. So, again, these people don't even know what was going on, because as you know, as neighbors do, they kind of just leave what's going on in somebody else's home. they don't ask questions. They just say, oh, it's just no more for sale center. These people are just like living there. But now that the story has broke, people have actually come out and be like, wait, this is ridiculous. This is unfair. This is absurd. So New York, you better start doing something, because now people are starting to rise up and go against your motions. And if these people end up getting arrested for, defending this lady's home or what have you, then this is not good on your part. This is what I'm talking about. The communism and insanity that is being shown by the far left, by the Democrats as a current, is not going to get by. Now, I say Democrats because they're the ones that are doing this. It's a Democratic-run state, 100%. So you're going to see more people go up and fight against this lunacy, this insanity. And this is just the reality of it is that these people are starting to get fed up. They're seeing it. They're not fair. And this may cause concern for New York to have to change its actual squatter laws. And this is the reality. And Wall Street Silver says there are consultants that will fix this. The homeowner writes a new rental agreement with the consultant. Then the consultant moves in with the squatters and makes life very uncomfortable for them. If they call the police, the consultant has a valid rental agreement, which the owner confirms. Most of these expert consultants are huge guys and very intimidating. They'll have the squatters voluntarily move out within a few days. Yes, but again, what you're not seeing to understand is you have to do something like practically illegal or in bad faith in order to do something like this, right? That's not really fixing the issue, right? Again, the way it should be is that the law should just, not allow squatters to squat at all. Or at the very least, make it so long to where they has no ability to take the home. Because this is insanity, right? Like, the fact that people can just go in and take somebody's home, regardless of the situation, is just insanity to me. And vigilantes and normal people are starting to stand up and go against this actual insanity and stuff like that. So it's just not going great. It's not going great for these people. And I think the people are finally seeing it. And let this keep on happening. Because New York, Democrats, you are red-pilling a lot of people. People are seeing this and they're not standing for it. And you're starting to red pill a whole bunch of people that you're not seeing to realize. And that would be hilarious if we see New York go red because of the lunacy and insanity that you're doing. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Let's guys share. As always, take care my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. Cause it's algorithmic disease, the social media.